him up.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, let's get it.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Davion Taylor gets him for a loss of 5.
Play this on my terms,
on the
nigga.
blitz, and that's exhibit
Playoff
A.
game, nigga. Let's go. I know that took you by surprise, huh?
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Man.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now it's Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Carson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going.
But it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They snap it to Newton. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about to ball is finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They fake the give. Newton. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Play action. It's Newton. Rolling to his right. Complete to Hilton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Elliott.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Steps away, and from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
He'll get this one complete to Darden.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This is Carson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And some space here. And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come over with
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a gain of 35.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Off play action, Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Miami. Antonio Brown, 36 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jackson on first down. Green brings it in. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd and inches, Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Green. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That football, these defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And he slings one that's incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Newton now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyler Lockett, 36 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be caught by Darden. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now Jackson. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
Into the hands of Darden. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. Jackson from the shotgun. And a catch right side by Evans. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs, but with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
120 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Newton.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They go to Elliott again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Elliott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then,
and that's
this
all,
game's over.
folks.
So
Catch
they
you on the
stay
next one.
alive in the NFL playoffs. Move